All right, made it through day one. This is now day two, and was able to eat last night. Got some nice grouper out of this little creek here. Got a nice big fat grouper. Also caught a raccoon. And well, I wasn't able to cook last night because it got dark before I was able to gather materials to make a fire. And it did cool off last night. I actually got a little cold. So top priority today is going to be making fire. So what we want to do, find a couple of good sticks to rub together so we can start a fire. Of course, there's many ways to start a fire, and we're going to explore all those options today. One thing you can do is you can wish really hard, kneel in front of a bunch of wood, and you know, sometimes the good Lord grants you a fire. So that's going to be an option later if all else fails. Still nobody home over here. Nobody came home, otherwise I would have got some sugar for my pancakes this morning. Love powdered sugar on my pancakes. Because, I mean, let's be honest, who doesn't? And no gator. Gator never came around here, but luckily I was able to catch a grouper on the other spot. So let's focus on fire. Now this here, you can gather up a bunch of this and pile it up. It's a good fire starter. I'll make sure I come back to that later. Here's my stick. So, I'm not lost. Let's see what we can find here. Let's find a couple of sticks that we can rub together. You know, 'cause that's the best way to make a fire, is to rub some sticks together. Everybody knows that. It's something that we learned from Indians. And don't see any Indians around here. I kind of wish there was. That's going to make me a fire real quick. Maybe do a little dance. Some berries on this tree here. You can see these. Nice little berries. I might eat those later in case I get hungry. Still got some grouper left over from last night, but I'm not really into raw fish. That's why we need to make a fire. So, another thing you can do, get some snow, you pack it together real tight. You can make yourself kind of a magnifying glass. What do here? Get some of this snow. Yeah, get some snow. I'll take that right here, hold it up to the sun. Let's see if we can find the sun. That's somewhere. It'll come out later probably. So you hold this out to the sun over your firewood, and the sun passes through it, magnifies it, and you know, creates fire. Pretty simple stuff. Surviving out in the wild is not as hard as people think. What do we got here? Not really sure what that is. Oh. Looks like a device that they used back in the ancient times to make fire. Looks like there's some instructions on the back. I'm gonna read those. Keep away from children. Well, I don't see any children out here. I believe if you push this, it makes fire. Doesn't appear to work. Well, that would have been nice. Oh, there we go. Looks like we have fire. So that should make it a little easier. I'll only use that as a last resort. There's my shelter. Worked out really well last night. It rained a little bit, but kept me dry. Got another hot one today. Another hot one today. Well, anywho, I'm gonna go gather some firewood. Use my magnifying glass. See if I can't make fire. Tomorrow, I'll show everyone how to ride a wild boar to get to where you're trying to go. So I need to rest. I need to rest these legs. I've been going non-stop for the last 2 days. Nice to let the boar do the work for me. Stay tuned.